Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a first look at Peppermint Christmas Stack from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I'm always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting. Either people who are just browsing the internet, looking at videos, learning a bit about it, and people who have maybe just bought a few small kits and they're looking to step things up a bit. So for that reason, I will go through everything because Diamond Art Club is quite a bit different from the rest of the diamond painting companies. So if you have been diamond painting, you haven't tried Diamond Art Club, you can watch the video and you can get an idea of why Diamond Art Club are different. So because of that, the videos do tend to be long. So what I do is I break the video down into chapters. That means that if you know about Diamond Art Club and the toolkit and the canvas and the cover and the pen and the tray, all that stuff, you just need to go to the description, look down the list, find the section that you're interested in, which is probably going to be canvas. Click on it, it'll take you straight to that section. So you don't have to skim through and try and guess where things are. Just look at the list, pick the parts you want to see. So after saying that, if you do buy a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, you can expect to receive a box like this. It will not come wrapped up in a plastic bag. You will get a branded box, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We have diamondartclub.com, the website, at Diamond Art Club on Instagram and Facebook, Diamond Art Club. So inside this box, you will find another box. And that box will have a rendering of the graphics of the kit that you have bought. And in this case, it is Peppermint Christmas Stack. So we'll have a look at the box first. So here we get an idea of the graphics. This is a rendering, so it gives you a good idea of what the diamond painting will look like. We have a full-size thumbnail, so this is the complete picture. Then we have the title, Peppermint Christmas Stack by Sheena Pike. The size is 22.9 inches by 55.6, 22 inches by 29 inches, which is 55.6 centimeters by 73.5 centimeters. Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. DIY Diamond Art Kit, round diamonds. It's very easy to tell with Diamond Art Club whether a kit is round or square. If it's round, this section is a pale pink. If it's square, it is a pale blue. All inclusive, see back for contents. So before we look at the back, we'll have a quick look at the sides. So we have Unleash Your Inner Artist, then more of that wraparound graphic. And then on the other side, again, the wraparound graphic, but this time we get a bit more information about the diamond painting. So full diamond coverage area means it's not a partial, the whole canvas is covered in drills. Again, another thumbnail, and then we have 41 colours, including 1 Aurora Borealis and 4 fairy dust diamonds. Now if you're new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis or fairy dust diamonds or drills are, if you watch the video you will find out, but if you're curious now, you can skip to the description, look down the list and you will see Aurora Borealis and fairy dust, and in those sections I'll talk about them. Then we have total diamonds 53,934. And then at the very bottom we have the socials. We have Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. Next thing, have a look at the back. So again, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, how it works, 6 basic steps if you have never diamond painted before. Then we have kit contents, which I'll go through, so we'll just skip that. Warning, choking hazard, keep out of the reach of small children. You don't want them accidentally thinking that the drills are candy and swallowing them. And then we have third party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. This means that an independent authority checks Diamond Art Club's kits to make sure that they meet the standards for EU and USA. That means they check the chemicals that are used, they check there's nothing there that shouldn't be, and that everything is within the regulations. I don't know of any other diamond painting company that has this on the packaging. If you do know, please let me know. I would like to check one of their kits. And that is pretty much it. The other thing we have is on the bottom of the box, if I can get out of the reflection, we have a small thumbnail, we have the title, the artist's size. The reason for this is a lot of people will buy a kit because they really like it and they want to get it while it's still in stock. A lot of the kits do sell out, and most of them get restocked, but it can take a long time before they come back. So if people see kits they really like, they tend to buy them and keep them to work on at a later time. Because of that, people end up with quite a collection of kits waiting to be done. So Diamond Art Club put the thumbnail on the end with the title. That means that if you stack your diamond paintings laying down and you've got boxes sitting on top of boxes, it's really easy to just look along the ends to see which kit is in which box. So if you're looking for a particular one, you can go straight to it and take it out. Before they did this, the end of the box had nothing on it, and you had a stack of boxes and you had to basically lift them all off to find the one you were looking for. On the other end, we have DIY Diamond Art Kit. So the boxes are sealed in cellophane, so the first thing we have to do is remove the cellophane. So this is to help keep everything nice and clean. It stops any dust or anything getting inside the box. So we'll just take this off. And we will open the top. So if we open the top up, you can see inside it says, "Do what makes you sparkle." We have a little recess there. If you put your finger in and pull, you find we've got another box inside. So just a quick recap so you can sort of compare this to the kits that you've bought from other companies. When you first receive the box, or the kit, it will be in a box like this. It won't just be in a plastic bag. Inside that box, you will have another box which will have the rendering of the kit that you have bought. Inside that box, you will find this box. So Diamond Art Club kits are triple boxed, which is the strongest packaging I've ever seen from any diamond painting company. So triple boxed to help protect the kit, keep it safe during transit. So in here we have the canvas in a bag and we have the toolkit. So I'll talk about the toolkit first and why Diamond Art Club toolkits are different from the rest. If you have been buying budget kits, you will probably be familiar with a toolkit like this. So we get a pink pen, a green tray and a piece of pink wax. So that is the sort of very generic standard toolkit that you'll find. Diamond Art Club's kit is quite a bit different. So it comes in a resealable bag. I'll put it to the side so I can take things out and talk about them in the order that I want to. It's a bit difficult to do that if you're trying to just take everything out of the bag, so I'll put things to the side. It makes it a lot easier for me. Okay, so we have the bag, and then the first thing that I want to talk about is the pen. So as you saw, the sort of the normal pen that you would expect is something like this. Standard diamond painting pen, pink straw, nylon tip with a brass insert. If you just wiggle this, you can actually take it out so you can see it is just a straw. So put the tip back in. So this is what all the companies supply. Sometimes they're a different colour, but they are all basically the same diameter, the same size, the same tip. If you buy from Diamond Art Club, you will receive a pen like this. So you can see it is quite a bit different from the plastic straw. Branded Diamond Art Club. It is more ergonomic because it has variations in the diameter. It's thicker no matter where you try it. It is a lot thicker than the straw, and that means it's more comfortable. Holding narrow things for a long time of the same diameter can get quite tiring on your hands. So the Diamond Art Club pen is thicker and it is weighted, which means you can adjust your grip on the pen. If your hand starts to get a bit tired, you can move back a bit to make it a bit thicker, or move forward a bit to make it a bit thinner. So you've got a bit of variation on it. The tip looks different as well. We have a little cap, so we'll take that off and we'll have a look at the actual tips of the pens side by side. So you can see they both have the brass insert at the end, but the Diamond Art Club pen tip is a lot thicker than the standard pen tip. With these pens, what you do is you dip into your pink wax, you cut a little circle, and then you pick up your drills with the pink wax that's in the tip of the pen. You do that for a while, and then it won't pick up, so you have to cut another piece of pink wax and then carry on. The Diamond Art Club pen works different. This is thicker because the wax is actually in the tip of the pen, and if I open it up you can see how it works. So here we have a little plunger and the wax is in this chamber here. So if I remove the plunger, this is where the wax sits. Put it back in. Now when you get the pen, the tip will be loose. More than likely it will be loose. So what you do is you screw the pen up until it feels tight, and that means that the body of the pen is now touching the end of that little plunger. So if you hold the tip of the pen and turn the pen, you will push the plunger down, which will push the wax to the tip of the pen. The tip does not have wax in it when you get it. The wax is just sitting in this chamber. So the first thing you have to do is prime the pen. So all you do is hold the tip and twist the pen, and that pushes wax to the tip. So you just have a look, can't see the wax. I'll turn it again. Did it a bit too far, but you can see the wax is now coming out the tip of the pen. So the pen is primed. So all we do is wipe that off. Just make sure you get it nice and flat. Take off any excess around the tip, because if you start diamond painting with too much wax on the end, you'll find it ends up falling between the drills. So to save you having to try and pick the wax back out, just get it nice and flat and clean. Then you diamond paint as normal, pour your drills in your tray, pick up a drill, place it, and just continue. It will stop picking up eventually, just like the other pen does, but instead of having to dip into a square of wax, all you do is hold the tip of the pen and give it a very small turn. It will feed more wax to the tip, and then you just continue. So that's what you do. You just diamond paint, doesn't pick up, hold the tip, turn the pen, diamond paint, keep doing that. Eventually you will come to the end of the threads. When you do that, you won't be able to feed the little plunger down any further, so you can't get any more wax out of the pen. So what you have to do is refill the pen. So all you do is unscrew the pen, you take out the little plunger, and in the kit you will find a rectangle of wax. So this is to refill the pen. So all you do is tear a strip off, roll it into a little tube and drop it into this chamber. Don't fill it to the very top, because if you do that you'll find that the plunger won't go in, and if you try and put the pen on, it won't grip the end of the thread. So you want to leave a little space, maybe 2 or 3 threads down, so the plunger sits. Then screw the pen back up until it goes tight. That means that the plunger is against the wax again. So all you do is hold the tip, give it a twist, and it'll push the wax. Because the tip already has wax in it, you don't need to turn it and turn it to prime it. You'll find that if you turn it, it'll start to feed wax pretty much straight away. So that is the big difference with the Diamond Art Club pen. It is much more ergonomic, it feels more like a pen, a lot heavier than the plastic straw, and it has the wax in the pen that you feed to the tip, and you don't have to stop and dip into the wax. So at the end of the pen we have what they call a multi-placer. This allows you to place more than one drill at a time. What you do is you push this into the wax and fill this little channel up. The wax does not feed to the multi-placer, so you have to press this into the wax, fill the little channel up, pour drills in your tray, shake it, line them up, and then you can pick up 4 drills at a time with this tip. So instead of placing 1, 1, 1, you're placing 4, 4, 4. This comes in handy if you're working on a kit that has a lot of the same colour in an area, and it speeds things up. If you have a very large area, you can swap it out. It also comes with a 7-placer, multi-placer. So you just pull these out, they don't screw fit. So take out the 4, put in the 7, fill it up with wax, and then you can place 7 drills at a time. So it can speed things up a lot, which can come in handy if you're maybe doing a diamond painting as a gift, maybe as a Christmas present, a birthday present, anniversary present, anything like that where you've got a deadline and you're thinking, I need to get things moving a bit faster. If you've got areas of the same colour, the multi-placer can help you do that. So as well as getting the refill wax, we also get a heart of pink wax. Now, Diamond Art Club have always supplied a heart of pink wax since they started 7 years ago, and I think this is just a nod to that. So you get the clear wax and you get the pink wax. I did contact Diamond Art Club and ask them what is the difference between the waxes, and they said the composition is the same, it's just the colour that's different. The reason they did it is they thought that the pen looked better like this than having the pink tip, because the tip is actually clear, so when we're looking at this part here, we're looking at the wax. So you can actually put pink wax in if you want, it just means the tip of the pen will be pink. Now, after saying that they said it was just the same, I have seen a few people say that the clear wax works better with AB drills than the pink. I haven't tested that yet. The problem that a lot of people have with the pink wax is that it sticks to the coating on the AB drills. Again, if you're new, I will talk about AB drills a bit later, but the wax can stick to that coating, and what happens is when you put the drill down, you pull the pen back, the wax stays on the drill. So it's quite frustrating, and a lot of people have started using tweezers just for the ABs. But I have seen a few people say that this wax works better with the ABs. I will do a video at some point and test it when I remember. So that is the pen and the waxes. The next thing I'm going to talk about is the tray. So as you saw in the generic pack that I had at the very beginning, this is a typical diamond painting tray, the little green boat. The problem with the little green boat is it has angled sides. So when you have your drills in here, you're diamond painting, and you accidentally touch or bump the side, it will flip very, very easily. So that means that your drills are now on the glue, on the table, on the floor. You have to pick them up and start again. So it's just badly designed, having an angled side. The other thing is the channels. These little grooves, the ridges, are pretty shallow. So when you're shaking your tray, the drills can have a habit of, they flip over the correct way, but as you shake it, they flip back over again. So they don't sit very well in the grooves. So Diamond Dart Club looked at that and they came up with a better idea. So this is the Diamond Dart Club tray that you'll get in any standard sized kit. You can see it is much, much bigger. The ridges are higher, so once the drills have flipped onto their base, they're less likely to flip over again. It comes with a spout, has a stopper, so you can put your drills in, shake it. You don't have to worry about the drills falling out the end. The tray is actually a lot deeper than these green trays as well, so much less chance of you actually shaking the drills out of the tray. Much more likely to happen with this one. So the other big thing for me is the fact that it has straight sides. So because of that, when the tray's down, if I bump it, that's just the stopper that's jumping, but if I bump it on the edge, it doesn't flip. So if you accidentally knock it, it's not going to do what this one does. And very, very little to flip that tray. It's really annoying. So the Diamond Dart Club tray doesn't flip like that. The other thing is this tray comes with a cover and it doesn't clip on top, it actually slides into the tray. So we have a little groove either side. We get the lid, we slide it in, we slide it up, it clicks. So it's actually a lockable lid. So that means that no matter how much I shake this, the lid will not come off, the drills will not fall out. That comes in handy if you have small kids running around while you're diamond painting, you nip to the kitchen to grab something. If you have your tray open, there's a chance the kids will come along, pick it up and start playing with it, and you end up with drills scattered all over the place. With this tray, you just lock it, leave it on the table. The kids might come along and pick it up and shake it. They'll hear the drills rattling about inside, but hopefully you get back before they figure out how to actually open it. And all you do is put a thumb either side and pull back, and that just unlocks it. So really, really simple design, but it works very well. The other thing about the lid is if you have pet cats or dogs or any animals that shed hair, you will be used to finding pet hairs in your diamond painting tray. If you're diamond painting using a tray like this and you decide, okay, that's enough for today, you're still working on the same colour. You don't have to put them away. All you have to do is put the lid on. So again, you just slide it up, lock it, you can just leave it on the table. You can leave it there for overnight, a day, a week, a month, as long as need be. And when you come back, you open the tray and all you'll find inside is nice clean drills. You won't find pet hairs, dust, crumbs, anything. So really, really good design. The other thing is, if you are very heavy-handed when you shake your trays to line up your drills, you can pour them in here, close the lid and shake it like that. And that way there's no way you're going to scatter drills anywhere. But you'd need to shake it pretty hard, I think, to get the drills to jump over the edges. But it's still an option. You just cover it up and then shake it. You don't have to think about it. So that is the Diamond Dart Club toolkit. The only thing that's left is the baggies. We get a bag of bags. And these are intended to keep spare drills that you have at the end when you've finished your kit. So I think all companies supply them, but it can vary quite a bit how many bags you get. So I've always counted them. I don't know why, I just always did. So Diamond Dart Club tend to be between 20 to 25 bags. Every kit is different, so they vary slightly. So we'll see how many we get in this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 resealable bags. You can use them for other things. You don't have to use them for the drills. They're handy for keeping small things that you might lose. You can just pop them in there, seal the bag, and you've less chance of losing them. So that is the Diamond Dart Club toolkit. very different from any other diamond painting company. The other thing that I didn't mention about the trays is they are stackable. There's a little recess in the base, so they actually sit in each other. So on your desk, they only take up that size footprint. You can stack them up rather than having trays all scattered over the table. So we'll move all of this off and we'll go back to the box. So take out the canvas, and underneath the canvas we have a thank you envelope. So we'll look at that next. Again, this is something unique to Diamond Art Club. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. A sparkly little diamond. I'll tilt it in the light. Thank you for your purchase. Thank you for your purchase on the back. Another sparkly little diamond. This time, if we fold it up, it acts as a lock. So open the envelope, and inside the envelope we have something quite shiny. So we'll talk about that first. So this is what they call a treasure quest card. Unique to Diamond Art Club. No other company has these in their kits. They are random. You don't necessarily get one in every kit. So when you open the kit, you're sort of thinking, am I going to get a card with this one or not? Hopefully you do. So we have the graphics for the kit. It is not a random card. You'll get a card for the kit that you bought, and it has the graphic, it has the artist, the title and the size. On the back of the card it says Diamond Art Club Treasure Quest cards, and here it says bronze, if I can get it in the light. So this is a bronze Treasure Quest card. We have a scratch section here, so you can scratch this off, and underneath this you'll get a unique code. So if you collect the cards, you can get various gift codes. I think they call them gift cards, but I think it's actually a code that you get. So if you collect 5 bronze codes, 3 silver, 1 gold or 2 black, you will get a $50 gift card or gift code. So the cards come in bronze, silver, gold and black, with black being the rarest. So that is the Treasure Quest card, unique to Diamond Art Club. I do have a video that's dedicated to them, so it goes through a lot more. But basically the prizes that you can get from this are $50, $75, $100, $200 or a custom kit. And when I say prizes, it is a code to get a discount. It's not like cash prizes, but you can get up to $200 off your next order. The top one is a custom kit. So if you collect the right number of cards, you can claim a custom diamond painting. Now that is very unique because Diamond Art Club do not make custom kits. The only way you can get a custom kit is if you have the correct combination of cards, and they will create a custom diamond painting. There are rules about it though. You cannot ask them to recreate any copyrighted material. So if it's like a wedding picture, a picture of the kids, a picture of the pets, somewhere you went on vacation, anniversary picture, that type of thing, they will create a custom diamond painting, and that is valued at $400. So no other company is doing this. I don't know if any other company that has things included in the kit that you can collect and then actually get really good discounts on future purchases. So apart from that, they're really cool to collect. If you get a little trading card folder, you can put them all in it and you can flick through so you can let people see what kits you've got. Just nice little cards, and the fact that you can actually get discounts is a nice little bonus. As I said, I've got a video that goes into more detail. I'll put a link in the description and you can have a look at that if you are interested. So we'll go back to the envelope. Inside the envelope we have something else, but we'll talk about this in a minute if I can get it out. First of all, we'll have a look at the actual envelope. So at the top we have tips and tricks. So if you're new to diamond painting, there's maybe a few ideas that you can pick up here. Join our Facebook group. You can join the Diamond Art Club Facebook group and meet diamond painters from all around the world, see what people are working on, and if you've got any questions about diamond painting, just fire a question up. Everybody is more than happy to help people who are new. So a nice sociable group. I would definitely recommend joining it. Then we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator, also known as the pen. And then we have step-by-step instructions on how to diamond paint if you've never done it before. At the bottom we have the kit contents, which I've been going through, and then we have save 20% off your first app purchase. So scan the relevant QR code. I have iPhone and Android. Scan the app, scan the code, download the app, and if you see a kit that you want to buy, you will get a 20% discount on that kit. So definitely worth using if you're looking to buy another Diamond Art Club kit. So that is the envelope. The other thing that was inside the envelope is this. So Diamond Art Club, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Peppermint Christmas Stack, Sheena Pike. On the back, start date, end date, nice big thumbnail, and then all the details about the diamond painting. All of this is pre-cut stickers, including the diamond. The idea is this is for people who have a logbook, like a physical book with paper pages. They can peel these things off, like the title, the start date, end date, a thumbnail, and the details of the kit, put it in their logbook, and then if they have people over, they can show them what they've been working on, when they started it, when they finished it. People are always interested in how long it takes to do these things. But it gives you a book where you can just flick through pages and let people see what you've got. Inside, we have the key, or the legend. I think most people call it the legend. I've just always called it the key. So in here we have the number, which is the number of colours. So it starts at 1, goes up to 41. So 41 colours in this kit. The next one is symbol, which is the symbol that you'll find on the canvas, so you know where to place the different colours. And then we have code, which is the DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. If you were working on this kit and you happen to run out of a colour, we'll say green. So you're working on the kit and for whatever reason you're short of a few green drills. If you contacted Diamond Art Club and said, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of green, they wouldn't know which green to send, because we have roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different shades of green. So if you did run out of green, what you would do is contact them and say, I'm working on this kit and I've run out of DMC code 702, for example. So they would know it is DMC 702 you need is that shade of green. So they would send a bag of DMC 702 and you can finish the kit. So it's a good idea to keep the drills and use those little resealable bags and just put a label on them, write the DMC code, pour the drills in and keep them. That way if you're working on a kit in the future and it happens to have green in it and you happen to run out of it and it happens to be 702, you can just take them out of the little bag and finish the kit rather than waiting on drills getting posted out. So it's a good idea to keep some spares of all the colours that you get, just in case. These are pre-cut, so if I peel up number 100, if I can get the corner, so you can see the pre-cut labels. So the idea behind that is you can just peel the labels off, stick them on a container or bag and pour the drills in, and then it's done. You don't have to handwrite labels, you don't have to try and draw symbols or anything like that. So it speeds up what they call kitting up when you're getting ready to work on your diamond painting. So that is it. That is the key or the legend. And it is kept inside this little envelope, and there is a reason for that. The envelope, I'll put the trading card in as well. The envelope helps to keep those labels nice and flat, stops them getting bent and then maybe peeling up and sticking to each other. So you just keep it in the little folder until you're ready to actually work on the kit. So fold the little diamond up and that's it. The envelope is made of card, it isn't paper, so there's a bit of strength in it and it just keeps everything nice and flat. And as I said, no other company does this. Most companies, when you look at the key, it's a sheet of A4 paper and it isn't pre-cut. Some companies are doing the pre-cut labels now, but I'm pretty sure Diamond Art Club were the first company to actually do it. Then other companies saw it and thought, yeah, that's a good idea. So they started to do it as well. But most companies, you just get a sheet of A4 paper and you don't get anything like this. So put that to the side. Then we'll go back. And now we have the bag with the canvas. So this is a resealable bag. There is a glue strip near the top. Just peel that off. And then we can slide the canvas out. Now, if you've never tried Diamond Art Club before, the canvas is very different from anything you've tried. This canvas is actually patented, so it is Diamond Art Club's own canvas. It is very soft. It almost feels like velvet. It's not starchy, it's not stiff, it's very pliable, malleable, easy to work with. It has scalloped edges, it has stitching to stop it from fraying. So just very high quality canvas. And you won't really appreciate it until you actually touch one. I remember the first time that I opened a Diamond Art Club. That was the thing that caught my attention straight away. The canvas was very different. So inside the canvas we have the drills, so we'll have a look at them. So the drills come in a bag and it is labelled Peppermint Christmas Stack, so we know we've got the correct drills for this kit. So all we have to do is find the glue strip that runs along the side, which isn't always as easy as you think it would be. And this one is a bit more awkward than most, but I've found it. So just peel this along, roll it out, and then we can take the drills. See one drill, hopefully it's just one escapee. In fact, it isn't even a drill, it's just a little piece of resin. So these are the drills. Now the thing to mention about Diamond Art Club, there are a lot of things that are different. This is another one. Diamond Art Club actually manufacture their own drills. They buy high quality resin in from Germany and make their own drills. The reason that they did that was because they used to buy from suppliers, which I think all the other diamond painting companies do. They just order them from another company. But sometimes they were finding the drills weren't as vibrant in colour as they wanted, or maybe the shapes were a bit irregular, that sort of thing. So they thought the only way we can really control this is to actually manufacture our own drills. So that is what they do. So the drills are made from resin. The colours are very, very vibrant. So what I'm going to do is go through the DMC codes so we can see all of the colours. I know a lot of people like to see them, the actual colours and the DMC codes. If you're not interested in seeing that, you can always go to the description and skip to the next section. So I'll go through them. This is where I'll talk about the ABs and the fairy dusts for people who don't know what they are. So Diamond Art Club drills are bagged by weight. So you'll find that the DMC codes don't run in sequence, and we don't have bag 1, bag 2, bag 3, or colour 1, colour 2, colour 3. It seems to be mixed up, but it's because they are bagged by weight. So the first one we're going to get is good old 310, DMC 310, which is black. A fair bit of black in this one because it has a black background. So we'll just count how many. So DMC 310, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 bags of 310. Then we have AB 5200. So AB is short for Aurora Borealis, which is the northern lights where the sky changes colours. The reason they're given that name is because they have a special coating on them that changes colours as the light hits it. So these drills are white, but if I tilt them about in the light, I can see blue, green, purple, yellow, red. So when they're on the diamond painting and you walk past, you will get little flashes of very bright colour. Even though the drills are white, you might get a very bright flash of purple or blue or green or yellow. So that's like just something that stands out. It makes the diamond painting just that little bit different because you get these very, very bright sparkles of different colours. It's a really, really nice effect. Then we have 666, very, very bright red. And the next one is Z3865. Now, the Z codes are what they call fairy dust. These drills have a special coating on them. It's like micro glitter, very, very, very fine glitter. And it means that they reflect light in a different way. Normal drills, the light hits a facet or a face on the drill and reflects white light from the whole face. Because these have this sort of micro glitter, it breaks that shine up, so it gives a different effect. So again, it's just another effect to enhance the diamond painting. So we have Z3865, Z3865, so a lot of white fairy dust on this one. Then we have 814, 817, 817, 699, 702, 498, 701, Z606. So again, this is a red that has that micro glitter on the surface that breaks up the reflection. So that's the first string. The next one is 3706, 317, 3861, 704, very, very bright green, 963, 452, 3818, Z907, so another one with that micro glitter, 3708, 355, 938, 700, 151, 839, 472, 3819, 414, 648, 165, 898. And then the final string, (3799) Z703. So there we have a very vibrant green fairy dust. Then 3371, 3024, 3801, 453, 890, 3705, 413 and 632. So that is it. These are all the colours. A lot of black because it has a black background, but the rest are very much Christmas colours with the reds, the greens and the whites. The idea of the black background, I've found that kits that have got like a black or very dark background, it really makes the colours stand out on the main focus of the image. So when you've got a very, very dark background, it makes the bright colours look even brighter. It will make them stand out. So I think this is going to look really nice. But we'll have a look at the canvas. So see what way it is. So it's sitting this way. So the first thing I have to do is switch off lights so we don't get a lot of reflection. I think I'll switch off this one as well. So starting from the top, so we've got Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club, and start to open it up. So you can see the background is going to be absolutely jet black. Very, very bright colours. So there we have Merry Christmas. I'm just going down so we get the whole thing. So lots of red, white and green. So we have the hot chocolate cup here with the little candy cane handle. It's pretty cool. And then we've got the Christmas baubles, we've got ribbons, we've got Christmas presents, we've got the candy, and it's all stacked up. We have the holly leaves as well. So it's actually shaped like a Christmas tree because it's wider at the bottom, and then we just work our way up all this peppermint, and then at the top we have the star, and then we've got the holly again with the berries. Very, very Christmassy image. And I think it just takes a step away from the sort of snowmen and winter scene diamond paintings. There are plenty of them. Not that there's anything wrong with them, but it's always nice to see something just that little bit different. So yeah, I like it. It's nice. It's different, and I always like diamond paintings that are a bit different. So basically, it's a peppermint candy Christmas tree. So I want to talk about a few things. First thing I want to talk about is the cover. So with Diamond Art Club, again, something different. You'll notice we have these grey dotted lines. These are actually perforations in the cover. All the other companies give you one big clear sheet. Some people will take the sheet off and put down release paper, which is like small squares or rectangles, and they place them in order back the way down to where they start. This is where I would start. And then they peel off one sheet, work on it, move to the next one, peel off the next sheet, work on it, and work it that way. Other people would use washi tape and make a grid. So they would have strips going down the way spaced and then across the way spaced. So there's like a grid pattern. Then they would use scissors and cut along the washi tape and open up a section to work on and then do section by section. So Diamond Art Club are very aware of how people are working the cover, and they came up with the idea of actually having perforations on the cover. So it means instead of having to peel this off and put down release papers or get out the washi tape and make up a grid and then use scissors to cut it, you can actually just tear this cover. So if you want to use it as a normal one-piece cover, you can do that. It all comes up. But if you want to use it as clear release paper is the way that I think of it, all you do is when you get them, it's kind of random. They don't always have the perforation exactly on the edge. In fact, I doubt if they ever have the perforation exactly on the edge. So you have to think about what size of area you want to work. Now, this one happens to have this tiny little square here and a little strip along the bottom. Now, I wouldn't bother just doing that. What I would do is go along to this section and probably be the size that I would work to get it started. So I would put my finger the opposite side of the perforation and then just tear it up. To the line, fold it over, and then it stays back. It doesn't need anything on it to stop it flipping. The normal covers tend to have a habit of flipping back, and that's why people were using cover minders or setting things on it to stop it coming back. These sheets don't do that. So what we'd do is I'd work this section, might not finish it, so if I didn't finish it, I would just fold this back over. It keeps everything off the glue, and it also stops anything getting between the drills on the sections that I've done. So I would work that until it was finished, and then when it was finished, I would put the cover back over it to keep the drills nice and clean, stop dust and hair and stuff getting in between them. Move along to the next section, put my finger opposite side, tear it up, work that section, fold it back, that section, and then just work it that way. Saves a lot of time. Up until Diamond Art Club were doing this, I was spending a lot of time placing release papers and making sure I had them in the correct order, so that where I started was the last place I put a release paper, and then I would work along removing them. The other thing with release papers is once you've done a section, you can't set the release paper on it because there's nothing for it to stick to and it'll just slide off. If you keep this attached on that one edge, it means you can still cover the drills even when it's done. It doesn't stick to the drills, but it covers them. So it helps to keep everything nice and clean. It's a unique thing to Diamond Art Club. No other company supplies perforated covers. The other thing is down in this corner, we have Peppermint Christmas Stack, 22 inches by 29 inches. Then we have copyright Sheena Pike, / Tate Licensing, / Diamond Art Club registered trademark. All of the kits that Diamond Art Club do and have ever done are all licensed. They work with the artists or the companies behind the artwork, and everything is above board. Nothing is copied or done without the artist's permission. So what happens is Diamond Art Club will receive the image, and then they have a team who hand render the image. So they basically build the image up. And the reason they do that is because if you just scan it, if you have bought a kit from companies who just scan an image and then print it, you'll find the quality isn't really that good. So Diamond Art Club hand render, and that means that they have a team of people who do this all the time. They're very experienced in it, and they work on it and they blend colours and they look at it and then they resize it and they work on it to get as close as possible to the original artwork. That is their goal. They want it to look as close as they can to the original artwork. Other companies tend to work to a size. They have maybe 5 sizes of an image. They show you the original artwork, and if you look at the 5 images or the 5 sizes and click on them, they will show you the original artwork. They won't show you what that size actually looks like, because in a lot of cases, if you could see, especially the smallest size, if you could see what it looks like when it's finished, you probably wouldn't buy it. So Diamond Art Club concentrate on the quality of the image. That is why they only produce one size, and that is why the sizes are not standard. A lot of people look at them and think, why do they keep doing these weird sizes? And it's because they've worked on the image to get it as close as possible, and if they feel that it's too blocky or they can't get the colours to blend the way they want, they'll increase the size so they can get more squares in and sort of increase the definition, if you like. So that's why we get these unusual sizes with Diamond Art Club, and that's why we only get one size, because they are looking for the best possible, and that is it. They're not saying this is the best possible, but you can get this one cheaper. It doesn't look as good, but it's cheaper. Or this one that's even cheaper looks worse, but it still looks something like it. They don't do that. So they're very focused, and they always have been very focused on what they're doing. They're trying to produce the best quality licensed artwork, diamond paintings that you can buy. That is their goal. Okay, so that was licensing. I've done the cover. think the only thing I want to do next is a close-up. So we can have a close-up at the print, and we can get an idea how they've blended these colours. Because you look at a lot of kits and you think, oh, okay, this has only got, what, black, green, red, white, 4 colours. It's actually got 41 colours, because they blend all these colours to give these different effects. Like on the leaves, we've got quite a few shades of green to make that holly leaf look more realistic. We've got the little bows. Again, we've got various shades of green to give that texture to the bow. A lot of companies, that would basically just be pretty much maybe 2 shades of green. But Diamond Art Club are always looking to just make things look as close as possible to the artwork. Again, this, a lot of companies, it would just be red and white. But Diamond Art Club have got shades of red, white, pink, other colours in here as well, greys and things, to give that 3D effect. So a lot of work goes into these, and it really shows when you see them when they're finished. When we're looking at this, all we're looking at is print. And I mean, it looks good, but if you get some drills, if you imagine these greens and reds that you see, if you look at the actual drill colours, the drills are much brighter, and they're sparkly, and we have the ABs, and we have the fairy dust. So the finished image, even though it looks good as print, the finished image looks a lot better. So that is what they're aiming for. They're trying to get as close as possible to the original artwork, so that people want to hang them on the wall in their home. For example, this one at Christmas time. They're not doing kits where you just basically do it to pass the time and put it in a drawer and it never sees the light of day again. They're creating diamond painting artwork. So we'll have a close-up look and just get an idea of how they've blended the colours, and have a look at the symbols, and it gives you a better idea of what you can expect to be looking at while you're working on it. So now we are having a close-up look at the diamond painting. So here we can see the symbols, we can see how they're put together. What we're looking to see is how clear are the symbols, are they easy to read, do we have any faded print, double print, misprint, anything like that. And as you can see, everything is absolutely perfect. It also gives us a chance to see how the colours are blended together to give the effect of like these Christmas baubles. They look more 3D because of all these different colours they put together. And that's where the hand rendering comes in. It just makes things look a lot more like the original artwork. So definitely something different, which I like. It's basically a peppermint candy Christmas tree. And yeah, I think it's going to look really good because it has that black background. You have to remember the black is going to be very, very sparkly. And then we're going to have the ABs and the fairy dust in here as well. So definitely a very, very festive diamond painting from Diamond Art Club. So that was Peppermint Christmas Stack from Diamond Art Club. I like it, and I like it because it is different. Just taking a break away from the sort of more traditional snowmen, winter scene type of thing. This one is a peppermint candy Christmas tree. It isn't too big as well. I think it would look really, really nice to hang up at Christmas time because it has so much of the red, white and green with the black background. As I said earlier, I think the diamond paintings that I've done where they have a black or very, very dark background really make the colours stand out even more. And we have more than a fair sprinkling of fairy dust in this one, which is going to give it that extra sparkle. Yeah, I like it. It's just a nice Christmas image. So if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, accessories, just sometimes random things that I think about relating to diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you will get a little message when new videos come up, and I have a lot of videos coming. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.